Hi, my name's Alex Evans. I'm a freelance shooter working here at the Green Festival in Los Angeles. I've been shooting interviews with different vendors for Trap Media, who's covering the event, hired by the festival as a partner. I am friends with another shooter who went to school with the head of Trap, and she was booked on other things this weekend, so she passed the gig along to me. As far as working within the film industry, that professionally, that's been about 2 years now, and then about 5 years of school before that. I've done a lot of grip and electric, working as a gaffer or a key grip, a few projects as a cinematographer, and I've been lucky enough to have 1 or 2 projects as a director. I primarily work within narrative. I worked on a Google web series at the beginning of this year. I directed an independent short film that I wrote a couple months ago. I'm still finishing up post-production on it now. I also work within reality, doing grip and electric, a lot of shows for the Oprah Winfrey Network. Well, if you want to get into shooting and working with the film industry, my biggest suggestion is make sure you live somewhere where there's a market for it. Try to find older people that need help. Once I graduated grad school, I moved here and stayed on my friend's couch for 3 months and worked about 50 out of the first 60 days I was in town for free, just every set I could, and met people, and that led to other jobs. You have to be willing to really pay your dues and prove to people that you're worthy of working. I mean, everyone deserves to be paid, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen for you right away. Living in Los Angeles is great because there's a huge pool of creativity here. And there's a lot of great nonprofits as well. A lot of them are being shown off here, and being able to interact between them is cool. If I stayed in Virginia, where I'm from, I wouldn't have the older cinematographers to work for as a grip or an electric or a gaffer, where I would learn from them and become a better cinematographer or shooter myself. And I had that opportunity here. Right now, I'm editing on my laptop with Final Cut 6. It's from the Final Cut Studio Suite 2. I bought it while I was in undergraduate college. I haven't felt the need to upgrade since. It's on a 15-inch MacBook Pro Retina. This is my camera rig. Right here, I'm recording audio onto a Zoom H4n. With a wireless mic. I don't have the mic here, but this is the receiver for it. This is a Jag 35 straight rig. They're a company out of the Inland Empire here in Southern California that builds these custom rigs. They're pretty pricey, but compared to a lot of the other things out there right now, it's one of the more affordable options, and it's very dependable. It's been great for me. I've had it about a year now. And then I'm shooting on a Canon 5D Mark II. I'm running a guide track for audio with this Rode mic. My roommate, who's another shooter, was nice enough to lend me. Canon L series 24mm to 105mm lens that opens to a f4, and I have a 7-inch Marshall monitor that makes me see what I'm shooting better than just using the onboard 2-inch monitor on the 5D. I would say, including all the lenses that I own and everything, it's probably between $7,000 and $10,000. I mean, given my druthers, I'd own an Arri Alexa with some Zeiss lenses, but that's a few years off. For a lot of these freelance gigs and a lot of the things that is a lot of content that you're shooting for the web, this is the camera that people want and that producers are hiring you to use. So it's working out pretty well for me as of now. Well, I've gotten to interview a huge variety of vendors, which has been great. Seeing that the scope of the view on what is green, how much bigger it is than a few years ago. In 2005, I worked as an intern at the Green Party's national headquarters in DC for a year, and I felt like the idea of what green meant back then was just everyone's a tree hugger and it's as simple as that, whereas it's much more scientific views on sustainability, wider scope of products. Like I interviewed one guy that was selling a 3-wheeled vehicle that's powered through your own body called a trike, and then a water bottle that filters water for itself in 20 seconds from a hydro bottle. And that's a huge alternative to buying a bunch of bottled water. You could be hiking and get water from a stream, run it through that, and you're good to go. Everyone I've dealt with has been great. A real positive vibe here with everyone. You can check out my reel and my website and some of my projects I've worked on at alexwevans.com. Nice talking with you.